Hey, what is up, everybody? It's your boy AJTRIP, and welcome to That's a Shoot, my weekly episodic show where I talk about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling. Well, that's a prediction show, which what today is. Tomorrow being the premium live event, Bad Blood. We're going to do the Bad Blood 2024 predictions. We got 5 matches to go through. Let's go ahead and start with the predicting. They put out the match lineup. What we look like here is CM Punk and Drew McIntyre is going to open the show. Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline is going to close the show. There are some rumors that it's closing because The Rock may be coming back at the end of the night. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to predict it the way I get it off the internet. So I'm going to start with Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. The babyface turn has really done wonders for Damian Priest. And it's really made him just become even a bigger star than he always was. And him hanging with Rhea Ripley has made him just truly amazing. And the Judgment Day adding of Liv Morgan with and them he didn't necessarily turn heel, but turning on Damian Priest, I think it's made them a little bit more acceptable as well. So now we have Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I don't think this is going to be a one and done match. I think to get revenge, to get them to move on from each other, this is going to be a maybe 2 or 3 match program between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And I think we probably will get the Demon. So does Damian Priest beating the Demon make him more of a threat, or does him beating Finn Balor make him more of a threat? I don't know, but I think that the way things have been handled, where Damian Priest is beating the other guys, Dominic and Carlito and J.D. Madonna and all of those guys, or getting the disqualification victories, things like that. Even though there was a tremendous beatdown on Monday's episode, I think Finn Balor wins this first one. I don't think it's over. So I'm going to say Finn Balor defeats Damian Priest. Next, for the WWE Women's Championship, Nia Jax, the champion, taking on Bayley. I think this is another win for Nia Jax. I think they're going to have her, I think they're going to try to have her be a dominant champ. I was hoping that maybe they would keep Tiffany away from Nia, maybe have her cash in onto the World Heavyweight Championship. But I think after last week's SmackDown, where Nia Jax really choking Tiffany, I think not only are they probably going to have her cash in on Nia, they're probably going to turn her babyface. They know that she's been this abused, lackey, and while maybe you've seen that, Tiffany Stratton was maybe kind of using her for clout, but now we see that, her being abused by this woman who says is a friend is the way that the storyline goes. So, Nia Jax is going to get what's coming to her. So, and I think that's a long way away. That should be a long way away. I would like to see Nia Jax hold this thing for the rest of the year. I think maybe I was gonna say the first Raw on Netflix, but they're on SmackDown. But maybe they might be there on Netflix. Wouldn't that be something? To have some SmackDown people there on Netflix, including the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax, who gets cashed in on by Tiffany Stratton. Could be interesting. As for that, like I said, I think Nia Jax retains this one, and I think after the match that they had at SummerSlam, I think maybe Bayley can trust Nia now, and they and they can be a little bit more, do some more work in the ring. And I think maybe Bayley, rightfully so, maybe a little bit trepidations, and so they took it. They played it safe at SummerSlam. Now they can maybe stretch it out a little bit, and they can do some other things maybe. So that's good. Nia Jax retains her WWE Women's Championship. For the Women's World Championship, Liv Morgan, the champion, takes on Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio hanging above the ring in a shark cage. Now they did this in 2 parts, which I don't think they probably should have done. And so a couple weeks ago they announced it was going to be a shark cage, and this past Monday they talked about Dominic Mysterio being claustrophobic. But there's kind of an opening, right, because of the shark cage, unless they're going to drop a cover over it so that he can't see or something like that. But I kind of found that kind of weird. I think what would have been cool is if, and obviously they didn't know. They were just adding this for an effect, I believe. So it is what it is. But and as all of these go, there are going to be things that happen in this match where I think Dominic is going to try to help and try to try to help Liv and things like that. There's also some rumors, some speculation online that Raquel Rodriguez is going to come back and she's going to be the muscle for Liv Morgan, and then that's going to help her win, and then and then Rhea and Raquel will have a feud while maybe Liv comes back to someone else, because at some point they do need to move on to other champions and other challengers, I should say, for the champion. And as much as it'd be okay if Rhea won it, I think it's probably, you want to try to make Liv as credible as a champion as she could be. So yeah, I'm actually going to say Liv Morgan here wins the match. I don't know if it's because of Raquel Rodriguez or if it's anybody else that shows up, but I do think something's going to happen that is going to obviously help Liv win, and then that at some point will head down the line when Rhea does get another title shot. They're going to do something where maybe it's like a steel cage match, and or some other sort of stipulation match where there's or maybe Rhea might have some backup, maybe in a certain Irish lass that is maybe done with her her vacation. Who knows? But yeah, Liv Morgan, I think, retains the Women's World Championship. So like we said, excuse me. So like I said earlier, Drew McIntyre looks to be the opener. Now WWE could be putting that out there just to gauge interest in what the fans may think, and then they may switch it around. We'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, this seems to be the opener, instead of the main event, which I think it should main event, because I think it's been the hotter story. However, if The Rock is coming back, I can see why, and maybe there's thought of having maybe Punk and Drew go on fourth before the main event. Maybe that is something to think about. But I don't know. You know, what they always say this, right? It seems to be that if you're not going on last, you want to go on first. So, and what looks to be the second match is Bayley and Nia Jax. And CM Punk and Drew McIntyre could definitely tear down the show. They have been promising blood for the first time in a long time. They've actually talked about making somebody bleed, you know. I mean, seriously, you know, they're just talking about, you know, Drew McIntyre says to make Punk bleed a lot. Punk is talking about wiping the blood from Drew's eyes. I've been someone who, over the past 15 or so years since they've been like PG, and the blood that happens on the show has been accidental for the most part, in hard way, things like that. It hasn't really been needed as for me to enjoy anything. Having said that, when it has happened, when Brock Lesnar uses elbows to open up John Cena at the Extreme Rules, and then Randy Orton at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, it's been effective. When there's been some hardware blood, it is an effect. And again, I think if you use blood sparingly, I think it does make an effect. Again, there was one point where it was just used so much that it was just, it was just way too much and way too often for no particular reason at all. A Hell in a Cell match between Punk and Drew, the way this has gone down is more than enough reason for there to be some blood. So if it probably does seem to happen, and if it does happen, it's going to make the match feel even more brutal and feisty as it always is. So that's what I think they're trying to do. They haven't used Hell in a Cell often since Triple H has taken over. WrestleMania 39, Edge versus Finn Balor, a match in which Finn Balor was busted open hard way in the back of the head, and they stopped the match to have people come in and zip him up. So, and now they're having an NFL match where they're promising blood. Okay. So yeah, I think there's some interesting things here. We have one win for Drew. We have a win for CM Punk. They're talking about this being over, but can it really be over if they're both still on the same brand? To me, this should be something where not only is it, if it's going to be over, one person needs to go move over, and I think that would be Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre moving over to SmackDown and facing Cody Rhodes, as the top heel, I think makes total sense. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So, I'm not sure how they're going to enforce this, for not to be happening. For this to continue. Because this kind of thing, it's the way they've been going at each other. This has all of the makings to be one of the best rivalries that's ever been in WWE history. And this match could really cement that. Now, I think CM Punk wins. I think CM Punk, I think he wins. Now, I can make a case for Drew McIntyre win. Right? Because Drew McIntyre get over CM Punk, and could that victory over Drew send CM Punk down a way that he doesn't want to go, to the guy that people have been talking about him being. Now, I don't think that's the case, because I think they're still headed towards a CM Punk Seth Rollins type thing when Seth Rollins get through with Bronson Reed, and I also think CM Punk is going to head into a feud with Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, my prediction is Punk, but I would not be surprised if Drew McIntyre wins this. Again, it's going to be apparently it's going to be the opener. I think there should be an event, but we'll have to wait and see. I think CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will put on a hell of a show and say, "Follow that, bitches." And finally, again, the perceived main event: Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa and Junkie Fatu of the Bloodline. And there's the rumors of The Rock coming by, right? Rock coming back. There was a clips on the internet. Cody Rhodes was on Pat McAfee the other day, and he had a clip of him, thanking everybody and things like that. And he said there were the big guys going to be coming back, this weekend. And Cody mentioned something about there's a vignette, there's something that's going to be involved in Crown Jewel or something like that. So everybody's thinking that The Rock is making his way back. But what side would The Rock be on? I have stated, and I even did a shoot on it, where I think the best way for this to be is for The Rock to be on Roman's side, for Jay and Jimmy to come back, and then for you to have the OG bloodline with The Rock going up against the new bloodline with Solo and Jacob and the Tongans. Right? And then to do the 97, 97 War Games where, The Rock puts Roman's head into the, into the cage and, threatens to slam it. And Jey Uso has to give up. Just like he gave up, just like he quit in the I Quit match in the Hell in a Cell. When Roman was choking out Jimmy. Right? Just like many other things that Jay, there's always Jay having to be the one to do it. So I think that still could go down, and they could start that with having The Rock, quote unquote, help Cody and Roman, afterwards. Now I'm trying to figure out, how do they want to do this? Do they want to have Cody and Roman win for the feel-good moment with The Rock, anything like that, or do they want to keep the bloodline strong? Wouldn't it be something for Jacob Fatu to pin Roman Reigns, and then you already have another match for a Crown Jewel, which would be Roman Reigns versus Jacob Fatu, right? Solo Sikoa, is he going? Is he still there? What is he gonna be? Are you saving Solo versus Roman for a bigger, a bigger time period or a bigger match like the Royal Rumble or something? I don't know. I'm gonna go with Cody and Roman, but this is another one where I say I can totally see where Solo and Jacob Fatu get it. Now, they've already had Solo lose twice to Cody Rhodes in defining fashion. Especially the last one, that's still the case. I don't think they would do Cody versus Solo 3. I don't think they would do that. But the Kevin Owens things like that. What if it's Kevin Owens who turns on Cody during the match? Boy, that could be some. This could be anything, and so it's gonna be a fun time tomorrow night. I can tell you that. I can't wait. But I'm gonna go ahead again and pick Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns to win the match. So to recap, Finn Balor beats Damian Priest. Liv Morgan retains her Women's World Championship over Rhea Ripley. Nia Jax retains her WWE Women's Championship over Bayley. CM Punk ends the feud in Hell in a Cell over Drew McIntyre, and Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes defeats the bloodline members of Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fachi. So there you have it. Those are my predictions of Bad Blood 2024. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And let me know what your predictions are for Bad Blood 2024. Don't forget that after tomorrow night's show, I will be live recapping what went down, talking about the things that were going to happen, giving you my star ratings and everything, my review, basically, of Bad Blood 2024. So, if you feel like you want that, click that notification bell when I go live, and when I put out any other video, you will get a notification to your phone, tablet, desktop, laptop, whatever you want it to be. So you'll never miss a stream, a video, or whatever. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy, AJTRIP, signing off. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And I am out.